God's blessings to everyone. This is a DGHradio.com news and information update. I'm Singapore Dollar covering the latest developments from across the Caribbean. Top story, Jamaica will receive a full $150 million from its catastrophe bond following Hurricane Melissa. The payout was triggered by pre-agreed storm thresholds, providing rapid non-debt financing for recovery. Officials say the funds will help move swiftly from response to reconstruction, supporting repairs to public services and critical infrastructure. International partners have delivered another major shipment of relief supplies to Jamaica. 50 tons of water, sanitation, shelter, and health items arrived in Kingston, coordinated and financed by the European Union, with UNICEF and the World Food Programme providing the bulk of the cargo. Authorities say this was the fifth EU-coordinated consignment since the emergency mechanism was activated, with priority given to hard-hit and hard-to-reach communities. Corporate assistance is also scaling up. Sagicor Group Jamaica has committed approximately 200 million Jamaican dollars for Hurricane Melissa recovery, including 40 million earmarked for affected staff. The company is distributing family boxes, offering grants and interest-free loans, and mobilizing volunteers as part of its immediate and longer-term support. Turning to regional labor relations in Barbados, a major sugar sector employer is being accused by a trade union of breaching the Trade Union Act after a recent walkout. The union argues the company cannot unilaterally label the protest wildcat and deny pay, and says disciplinary threats over authorized industrial action would violate worker protections. The dispute stems from a contested dismissal and could move toward formal legal proceedings if not resolved. In Trinidad and Tobago, a 25-year-old University of the West Indies medical student died after her family issued urgent appeals for blood. Health officials acknowledged the nation's chronic blood shortage and outlined steps to improve voluntary donations and mobile drives. Advocates cite delays in diagnostics and access to care as systemic issues that must be addressed alongside stabilizing the blood supply. Barbados's medical community is also sounding an alarm. Physicians warn of a child obesity crisis that risks driving earlier onset of hypertension, diabetes, and other non-communicable diseases. Recommendations include clearer food labeling, stronger restrictions on sugary drinks, and limits on unhealthy marketing near schools. Clinicians stress that family habits, physical activity, and school-based nutrition programs will determine whether the island can have childhood obesity over the next 5 years. Crime and enforcement. Guyanese authorities detained 3 suspects and seized a large quantity of cocaine during an Essequibo Coast operation after receiving intelligence. Investigators say stashes packaged for onward transport were recovered during a house search. The arrests highlight continuing pressure on trafficking routes that thread through riverine and coastal communities. Diplomacy. A major economic forum hosted by South Africa will go ahead without U.S. participation after the American president announced a boycott over alleged human rights concerns. South African officials rejected the claims, while observers say the absence could affect agenda setting and the tone of multilateral discussions. Caribbean policymakers will watch for any spillover into trade, financing, or development talks, where the region seeks stable partnerships. Housing rights in Barbados. An 86-year-old Christchurch pensioner was left homeless after High Court marshals demolished the house he had occupied for 3 decades. A judge declined to stay the eviction while the tenant pursued a purchase under the Tenancies Freehold Purchase Act. The case has renewed scrutiny of how statutory protections function in practice and what remedies exist when administrative bodies lag. Sport. West Indies cricketers have surged in the latest T20 international rankings after a 3-0 sweep of Bangladesh. All-rounders Roston Chase, Romario Shepherd, and Jason Holder posted some of the biggest gains across categories, reflecting wicket-taking consistency and middle-order runs. Select batters and bowlers also climbed significantly as the side builds momentum for upcoming tournaments. Health services and education remain the bedrock of community stability after disasters. With emergency aid flowing, financial tools activating, and local organizations stepping up, the focus now is clear: restore safe classrooms, keep clinics functioning, and rebuild stronger than before across the islands. These and other issues are of great concern within the islands. To share your views or report a news tip, text your name and a callback number along with your message. You will receive a call to verify your request. I'm your reporter, SGD, signing off for DGHradio.com. Remember, Singapore dollars and DGH. Together we source, gather, and deliver daily global headlines because on DGHradio.com, the news never sleeps. Ciao.